The popular legal drama Presumed Innocent on Apple TV Plus has already received a second season renewal. However, the focus of the forthcoming season will be a different case. The first season, which is based on Scott Turow's book of the same name, centers on prosecutor Rusty Sabich, who is the main suspect in the death of a coworker with whom he was also having an affair. Presumed Innocent surpasses most legal thrillers by fusing reality with thrilling turns, thanks to author Scott Turow's extensive understanding of the legal system from his years as a lawyer. Apple TV Plus' series wasn't the first attempt at the well-liked judicial drama. Harrison Ford starred in the 1990 feature adaptation of Presumed Innocent. The series is by no means a word-for-word adaptation, though, and deliberate attempts were made to update Turow's book in terms of both style and how it handles delicate cultural subjects. The future of Presumed Innocent was sealed in July 2024 when the series was approved for a second season, demonstrating how well Apple's reimagining of the classic tale had worked for the streaming service. Presumed Innocent Season 2 latest news. An update from author Scott Turow. Author Scott Turow has provided an update following the announcement that the second season might deviate from the original source material. The author of Presumed Innocent was open about the reasons behind the Apple TV Plus series' decision to forego the Rusty Sabich universe in favor of a new Joe Murray book. Turow outlined a lot of the book's details after realizing the logical contradictions in his sequel, Presumed Guilty. He has somewhat regained his life. There's a lot that counts against Aaron, and it starts with what all criminal defendants have in common, which is that judges can tell juries whatever they want about a presumption of innocence. But the reality is, everybody knows how our system works. Most people who are accused are guilty, and so jurors come into a courtroom in that mindset that this guy probably did it. He's kind of the choice by default, even though I think most people would say representing a soon-to-be family member is a terrible idea. But the law talks about a rule of necessity in some cases where the ordinary rules get set aside, because there's no way out of this. And this is a rule of necessity situation. It's evident from his approval of Season 2 that Turow is not unhappy with the show's decision to forego his novels and characters in favor of something fresh. Looking back on his lengthy career as a writer who has been transformed into several films and television series, Turow said he was happy with his legacy in visual media. I've been very well served by both adaptations of Presumed Innocent and, frankly, by all the other films that have been made from my work. There's nothing that I've sat there and just closed my eyes and gritted my teeth about. Presumed Innocent Season 2 is confirmed. Another case is about to be opened. It's never entirely apparent which shows are supposed to stand alone in this era of limited series and which can be expanded into an ongoing narrative. Presumed Innocent was an instant hit for Apple TV Plus when it debuted in June 2024, and the streaming service announced plans for a second season within a month or so. Although many specifics on the follow-up are currently being kept under wraps, this brief announcement implies that Apple has always had plans for a continuation. The adaptation of Joe Murray's upcoming book, Dissection of a Murder, has been confirmed since Season 2 was confirmed. Given that Murray's book won't be out until spring 2026, this provides some hints as to when Season 2 might be released. Presumed Innocent Season 2 will probably be a long wait because it is extremely improbable that the show will debut first. Presumed Innocent Season 2 cast details. Will any original stars return? Apple has not revealed the cast of the future season of Presumed Innocent, despite the fact that Season 2 has won a renewal. It is unknown which characters might return because the first season has all the makings of a one-off drama. Although it was thought that actor Jake Gyllenhaal might reprise his role as Rusty Sabich, it has now been announced that Gyllenhaal's legal persona will not be returning in Season 2. Actor Peter Sarsgaard, who played Tommy Molto, has also stated that he will not be coming back. The show will follow Leila Reynolds, a novice attorney, as she attempts to solve her first murder case, according to some story aspects that have been made public. The fact that Leila's husband is the prosecutor in the case complicates her life, as her private secrets are exposed in court. Reynolds' part, which is expected to be the main one, has not yet been cast. It's unclear at this point whether current Presumed Innocent characters will be included in the narrative to maintain consistency. Presumed Innocent Season 2 story details. A brand new case for Season 2. Despite the fact that Presumed Innocent altered the book, it is evident from Apple's Season 2 update that Carolyn Paul-Emma's murder was resolved prior to the conclusion of the first season. The second outing was supposed to be inspired by Turow's follow-up novel, Innocent, and the streamer promised a new case. However, by selecting a completely different legal thriller novelist, Apple has chosen to take a very different approach. In spring 2026, Joe Murray's upcoming book, Dissection of a Murder, will be adapted for Season 2 of Presumed Innocent. The novel centers on attorney Leila Reynolds, who is assigned to try her first murder case after a client inexplicably requested her assistance. Reynolds' personal life is made public in the courtroom by the prosecution, her own husband, which exacerbates the situation. Presumed Innocent Season 2's adaptation of the book is unknown, and since the book hasn't even been released, it's hard to make any more educated guesses than the basic storyline summary. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more.